So 3 American destroyers armed with cruise missiles are sitting off of Venezuela's coast right now. And they're not there for a show, guys. Trump just authorized lethal force against drug cartels, and Maduro has a $50 million bounty on his head. And that's not even the craziest part. We're talking about the most aggressive anti-cartel operation in history, and it's happening as we speak in the Caribbean. So my name's Tom. I'm with the Daily Beltway. I'm also publisher of the Illinois Review and a White House correspondent for the Next News Network. So smash that follow button because we're growing fast, and every follow helps us bring you the news the mainstream media will not cover. And don't forget, we got a YouTube channel at Daily Beltway. So check this out. Caroline Leavitt went scorched earth explaining why Trump deployed these warships. It's so awesome. I voted for this. And if you voted for it too, let me know in the comments, because this is what I wanted. It is the make or break for this administration. Check it out.
You're welcome. Emily.
Thanks, Caroline. I wanted to ask about the 3 U.S. warships that are being sent to Venezuela, and there's 4,000 Marines on board. Are you looking at possibility of boots on the ground there?
What I will say with respect to Venezuela, President Trump has been very clear and consistent. He's prepared to use every element of American power to stop drugs from flooding into our country and to bring those responsible to justice. The Maduro regime is not the legitimate government of Venezuela. It is a narco-terror cartel. In Maduro, it is the view of this administration, is not a legitimate president. He is a fugitive head of this cartel who has been indicted in the United States for trafficking drugs into the country. And with that, I will leave you all, and we will see you later, if not tomorrow, and I look forward.
You always know it's going to be real when the press secretary is like, yeah, we're done taking questions, guys. Just wait and see what the news clips are going to show. The Trump administration historically, and Trump Admin 1 and Trump Admin 2, they've not talked about any of their military interventions that they're doing. They don't broadcast, hey, we're about to strike these guys in 12 hours so they can move all their stuff. It is peace through strength, and it's also very strategic when they don't tell anybody anything about anything, because that is what the military should be doing, is not telling the damn world when they're about to strike something. So what's actually happening is there are 3 guided missile destroyers, the USS Gravely, the USS Jason Dunham, and the USS Samson, plus an attack submarine and over 4,000 Marines. These ships carry Tomahawk cruise missiles for precision strikes, and they are positioned within striking distance of Venezuelan territory. And this all happened within 36 hours of Trump's classified order that was leaked. Everybody in the comments before was like, well, if it was classified, how do we know? It's because somebody at the Pentagon leaked it to the press because they wanted to get in the news cycle and hurt Trump in somehow whatever. So Trump's classified order, that was classified, probably still is, but we're still talking about it, whatever. They're authorizing full use of military force against cartels that are designated as terrorist organizations. They're the Sinaloa Cartel, the Jalisco New Generation, MS-13, Tren de Aragua, and Venezuela's Cartel de las Soles. And Maduro, don't forget, was indicted for narco-terrorism. He was accused of flooding America with drugs. His Cartel de las Soles, it was named after Venezuelan general's son's insignias. It works with the Colombian FARC and Hezbollah networks. These aren't street dealers, guys. These are military-grade organizations responsible for over 100,000 American overdoses annually. That's your kids. That's people's kids. Everybody's in danger. Everybody that most people know somebody that's died from a fentanyl issue or a drug overdose. It's because of these pricks. So what do you think about using military force against cartels? Comment below, because this is a massive shift from law enforcement to literal warfare. And here's the part they never expected. Maduro mobilized 4.5 million militia members, but he's defending a drug empire that generates billions of dollars while destabilizing our hemisphere. These destroyers can launch precision strikes against cartel infrastructure. They can disrupt trafficking routes and pressure his regime directly. In Venezuela, they've got Russian S-300 missiles and Sukhoi jets, but they're facing American naval power. The deployment includes surveillance aircraft and Marines from the 22nd Expeditionary Unit ready for amphibious operations, and that doesn't even include all the Air Force assets, Space Force assets, and all the other assets nobody's ever going to tell you about that they're being used against them right now. This could reduce drug flows by 30% short term while hitting the root causes of state-sponsored trafficking, fueling our border crisis. So if you got value from this update, follow for more. My take is next. So this is exactly what America needed. This is my take, my final thoughts on this. For decades, we've watched cartels operate like armies while our response stayed stuck in law enforcement mode. And that ended now. Designating these groups as foreign terrorist organizations recognizes we're facing asymmetric warfare. When cartels use military weapons, control territories, and target American communities with fentanyl, that's not crime, that's war. Maduro turned Venezuela into a narco state harboring terror.